Good morning and welcome back. Well, it's the first week of August now, and I'm showing you some of my propagation today. So the mulberries are going into the stubborn category. I'm just starting to get some of them to root. Plotting up this one. They're not easy. So it's probably been a month and a half since I took these cuttings. So it's interesting how certain breeds take longer than others. And one that's been really good, probably the best, is the Sarissa. So this is a plastic container that peaches came in, and they make a nice sterile place to do my cuttings. So this is just peat and perlite mixed together, 50-50. And these have been in here about 2 weeks, and they're not rooted yet. So the Sarissa might take like 3 weeks to root. So one of the things that I've been really excited about is my Trident Maple. So here's the one that I started from seed. Starting to get nice trunk on it. Chopped it right there. And I decided to try to root some cuttings off it. And they've done really well. I've been amazed how good they've rooted. This one actually has a root coming out of the bottom of it. That's always a good sign. So now I know I can make as many Trident Maples as I can cut off of that tree. So that's really exciting. So one of the other trees that have been really good is the Ficus Benjamin. Here's one that has just gotten potted up. So last year, we bought this Ficus Benjamin. And this is where I've gotten all my cuttings. This is one of those trees where they twirled 4 of them together, I think, and then there's usually one that dies in there, and then they sell them cheap because one of them died. So it's been a great source to get my cuttings off of. And we've done really well with the Ficus Benjamins. There's a nice one. This one I'm considering basically ready for the market. Takes about 2 years to get them like that. So the Cotoneaster has been a really good plant. They've been selling well. There's one that's been rooted for a while. Here's a flat of them. So they've been a really good thing to propagate. Very quick. So the back of this greenhouse, it gets a little morning sun, but it shades up really quick, and it's a really good gets really good shade in the heat of the day. So most of my propagation is going on back here. So there's a bunch of Ficus Benjamins. Another one. A Portulacaria has been a really good plant to propagate and sell. Got a bunch of them potted up here. And I have great luck selling the figs. Everybody wants a fig tree. So there's a pot of the blueberries. So blueberries take a long time. They can take up to 6 months to root. But usually, you know, after the first month, if they're going to survive, the bottoms of them will go black if they're not going to take. And there usually is a fairly large loss on the blueberries. Back on the stand. So what else? Yeah, the Chinese juniper has been a really good thing for cuttings. Let's see where I have some of those. Here's one in a ceramic pot that I made. They've been a great thing to propagate and fairly hard to root. They take 2 to 3 months to root. What else? So hibiscus has been a good thing to root, but fairly difficult. This one is in a pot that I made. And it's taken a long time to get one like this. A good year. They're fairly stubborn. So I'd have to say that the Sarissa has been the best for rooting. That one needs to be trimmed up, but see if I can find a good one over here. And the Sarissas just make shoots all the time that are perfect for cuttings. So it's like the ideal plant for propagation. This one's got a bunch of shoots on it that are good for cuttings. So propagating plants has been really important for my little bonsai business. Give it a try. Have a good one.